Vyaktam yena charaicharam Tatpadam darshitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanati mirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Vyaktam Yat Kinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Bhavaji Vyapi Yat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarva Shruti Shiroratna Virajita Padam Bujaha Vedantam Buja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjanaha Bindunadha Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samairodha Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradhatacha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindhoscha Jnapanam Sara Sampadaha Guru Padodakam Samya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Na Guru Radhikam Tattvam Na Guru Radhikam Tapaha Tattvajnanat Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Radhira Nadhischa Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva.
Om Guru Nata Jaya
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Sadgurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Sadgurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Sadgurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Sadgurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Om Gurunatha, 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 Jaya Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Om Gurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Om Gurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Om Gurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Om Gurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Jaya Gurunatha, Mama Gurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sadgurunatha,
Mama Gurunatha, Sri Vishwananda Natha,
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 Sadgurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Sadgurunatha, Jaya Gurunatha,
Om Avatara Shishaya Namaha, Om Vishamaya Namaha, Om Devakarya Samudyataya Namaha, Om Sukshmatanave Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Gurumurtaye Namaha, Om Sundaraya Namaha, Om Stulochanaya Namaha, Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Charuhasaya Namaha, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Padmambujaya Namaha, Om Mandagamanaaya Namaha, Om Charumbaradharine Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Mandirasthapakaya Namaha, Om Shri Babacharkaya Namaha, Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha, Om Alpanasvikarakaaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayanayeti Mantropasakaya Namaha, Om Svaramayaya Namaha, Om Madhurakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Lolupaya Namaha, Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha, Om Itabhashine Namaha, Om Vagmine Namaha, Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha, Om Vratadharaya Namaha, Om Sadhave Namaha, Om Jagatpantaya Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha, Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha, Om Sudaya Namaha, Om Anukulaya Namaha, Om Neyaya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhakta Vatsalaya Namaha, Om Prema Murtaye Namaha, Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha, Om Priti Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Swastidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Achitaya Namaha, Om Arthaya Namaha, Om Siddhipradaya Namaha, Om Janardhanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahakshaya Namaha, Om Siddhishwaraya Namaha, Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha, Om Atmalingaya Namaha, Om Lingachana Protsahakaya Namaha, Om Siddhi Sadhanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Omkaropasakaya Namaha, Om Sukshmaya Namaha, Om Vishukaya Namaha, Om Sadvikaya Namaha, Om Samadashine Namaha, Om Dakshaya Namaha, Om Achintyaya Namaha, Om Niramkaraya Namaha, Om Nirmohaya Namaha, Om Avyagrai Namaha, Om Jitakrodhai Namaha, Om Vinayashilai Namaha, Om Svavashai Namaha, Om Kushalai Namaha, Om Shamai Namaha, Om Satyadharmai Namaha, Om Nirvikalpai Namaha, Om Viraktai Namaha, Om Atindrai Namaha, Om Satyasandai Namaha, Om Pavitrai Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavai Namaha, Om Sudanandai Namaha, Om Nandanai Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktanidhaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapai Namaha, Om Saumyai Namaha, Om Guyai Namaha, Om Vimuktatmai Namaha, Om Gabhirai Namaha, Om Guptai Namaha, Om Atmaramai Namaha, Om Srinivasai Namaha, Om Devai Namaha, Om Jyotidharai Namaha, Om Dhanyai Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Duratikramai Namaha, Om Gahanai Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harisharana Margadashakai Namaha, Om Kutastha Jagartakai Namaha, Om Abhiprayai Namaha, Om Savamata Samatyai Namaha, Om Shamaikata Bhavavarakai Namaha, Om Premavatara Shri Vishwananda Swamine Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Prithivya Saptadhama Vihi Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Treda Hinade Padam Samudamasya Pagam Sure Trini Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Ropa Ata Abhyaha Ato Dharmani Dharyene Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspashe Indrasya Yuja Sakha Tad Vishnu Paramam Paragam Sada Pashyanti Surayah Devi Vachakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagrvagam Sasamindhate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam. Premavataraaya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonam Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonam Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonam Prachodayat Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Kaita Bhare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Daityadi Sarjadhara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukminisha Bhavanasha Hare Murare Radesha Gopisha Surupa Brahmani Vandya Shri Varakashtaya Vaikuntha Pate Bhuvanaika Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Meena Krite Kamatarupa Varaha Murte Traivikramaya Guhane Bhara Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parat Paresha Damodarabja Dharananda Kadhari Shauri Gopa Gopi Jana Samvrita Dhina Bandho Gopi Jana Priyaye Tava Suprabhatam Kshiraktishayan Bhujagadi Patalpashayan Satbhakta Hritsadhanashayan Ramangashayan Shri Gopa Bhama Mridudalpa Sukhadishayan Gopa Vallabhaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapati Sukhanarada Gautamadi Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangava Bharateshaho Tishtanti Devata Vadarshana Bhagya Hito Gopala Sekaraye Tava Suprabhatam Mandhada Jadi Tulasi Dalarmalika Dyahe Malyani Anjali Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Tvakavata Dharatale Murindraha Radha Manohararaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautama Kanaguyaha Gayanti Sadguna Gano Varadasa Vargaha Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Visheshaha Shri Naradari Rishaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Dhanana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhava Vipota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktarti Bhanjana Kripakarαδhina Bhando Dityanta Gayati Jana Priya Divya Rupa Chinanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmalaya Srahita Padma Nivasa Shori Padmodbhavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padmadhinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatale Viharanaya Mahendra Vanya Kandalpatalpa Haratinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandana Lipna Deha Govinda Yadavaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dhira Mayangadina Davichona Supushpahara Nilam Buddha Susharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Bhaishti Jambavati Satya Suganti Bhadra Shri Mitra Vinda Divasa Prabhu Pudvikarya Hai Tishtanti Devya Parameta Vasevanardham Gopi Mana Priyaye Tava Supravartam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayuna Nishambadanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Supravatam Shri Krishna Suprapatam Ye Patanti Yahanisham Bhuri Kritam Mahapapam Shri Krishna Grahe Tukam Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satma Sukalpa Vriksha Lakshavateshu Surabira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Samrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kvanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpagoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kalasat Vanamalya Vamshi Radnangadam Pranaya Keli Kalavilasam Shamam Tribangalalitam Niyatam Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vitimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Satujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitamachutamanadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayauvanam Cha Vedeshu Durlapamadurlapamadma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Tantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayo Ratapi Manaso Muni Pungavanam Chopyasyat Prapada Simbyara Chinkya Tatve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Saurachayitum Jagadanda Kotim Yaschaktirasti Jagadanda Chayayadantaha Andantarasta Paramarutayam Tarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadbhava Bhavita Diyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Sanayana Bhushaha Shuktiryameva Nigama Pratitastuvanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasam Pratibhavitabhis Tabhirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalavihi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kil Atma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yasyama Sundaram Ashintya Guna Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadimurti Shukalani Yamena Tishtan Nanavataram Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Svayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prava Pravavato Jagatanda Koti Kotishvashesha Vasudhani Vibhuti Vinam Jatpa Manishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya hi yasya jagadanda shatani sute Traigunyatad Vishaya Veda Vitayamana Sattva-valambi parasattva vishuddha sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasatmataya Manasu Yatra Ninam Patipalam Smaratam Upetyam Lila Jitena Bhuvanani Jajatya Jasram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanamini Jadhami Tale Chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridhama Suteshu Teshu Tete Prabhavani Chayar Vihitas Chayena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shishti Shishti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chaye Vajasya Bhuvanani Vibhakti Durga Icha Nurupana Pijasya Chatesha Tesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Kshiram Yatadadi Vikara Vishesha Yogat Sanjayate Nahi Tata Prithagasti Hetoho Yansham Bhutam Api Tatha Samupaiti Karyat Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dipachireva Hitasansharamabhyupetya Dipayate Vivrita Hetu Samana Dharma Yatpatu Eva Chicha Vishnutaya Vibhakti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakarana Valajale Bhajati Smayoga Nidramananta Jagadanda Saromakupaha Adhara Shakti Mavalamya Param Svamurtim Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Kanishvasita Kala Mathavalambya Jivanti Roma Vilaja Jagadandanataha Vishnur Mahansaiha Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Bhasvanja Jashma Shakaleshu Nijeshu Tejaha Kseyam Kiyat Prakatayam Tyapitadvat Atra Brahmaya Esha Jagadanda Vidhana Karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yapada Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbham
Vande pranama samaye saganani rajaha Vignam vihantu malamasya jagatprayasya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Agnir mahi gaganam ambut maruddishascha Kalastatatma manasiti jagatrayani Yasmat bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti yamcha Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Yachakshuresa savita sakala grahanam Rajas samasta suramurti rasheshate jaham Yasya jana pramarti samputacana chakro Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dharmotha papa nichayashtutayastapamsi Brahmadiketa patagadhavayascha jivaha Yaddatta matra vibhavam prakata prabhava Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yastra gopanata vendra mahosvakarma Vandana rupa palabhajana atranoti Karmani nidahati kintu savakti vajam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yam krodha kama sahajam pranayadi bhiti Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavahe Sanchinchatasya sadashim tanuma purete Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Om Ajnanaatimirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. Good morning. So the verse today I've chosen is from Canto 6, and it is from the story of Ajamila, which I'm sure all of you are aware of. So I don't want to tell the story in detail. But as you know, Ajamila was a great Brahmin, very self-controlled Brahmin in doing his service. But as his life rolled on, he got, you could say, trapped in Maya. I'm not sure why seems it's always a prostitute in the Bhagavatam, but he got trapped in Maya, let's put it this way. And throughout life, he forgot about God, in a sense. He engaged in material life. He had many children, 10 to be exact, and his last child he called Narayana, which was his favorite. And so as he passed away, as he was dying, he called for his son, and as he called the name of God, of Narayana, even though he was not thinking about him, there was this whole dispute. And so what this verse that I took is not from the story itself, it's actually after showing the realization that Ajamila had that was in front of him. And it's somehow the topic that I wanted to take today. And I'll take one verse before, a little bit as context. Because as he sees that which is happening in front of him. He sees the Yamadutas and the servants of Narayana kind of debating, fighting about where he's supposed to go, whether he's supposed to go up or down. He sees this scenario in front of him, which is already grace in itself. He perceives it, observes it, and he comes to a conclusion. And so, or several, right? The conclusion is a few verses. So one of the conclusions, the first conclusion that he realized, I am worth nothing. I am a sinner, I am this, I am that. Who am I to even be in this situation, to have the servant of Narayana fighting for me, or on my behalf, for me to go up? Because I have no right to go there. I have done nothing for so many years to deserve this, or even to have that opportunity. I should definitely go down there, right? And so he says, I am a shameless cheater who has killed his Brahmanical culture. Indeed, I am sin personified. Where am I in comparison to the all-auspicious chanting of the holy name of Lord Narayana? So these kind of verses he's speaking before the verse that I chose, realizing this truth, right? What have I done to be here? Yeah. And so in Canto 6, Chapter 2, verse 35, he says, Soham tata yatishyami yata chindreyani leha yata na bhuya atmanam andetama siba majaye. I am such a sinful person, but since I have now gotten this opportunity, I must completely control my mind, life, and senses, and always engage in devotional service, so that I may not fall again into the deep darkness and ignorance of material life. And so this is actually the conclusion that he takes after this first initial observation and feeling, I am so bad, I'm a sinner, I have not deserved to be here. There's, you could say, kind of two reactions that we can have to that. And I can say personally, I've had this feeling many times with Guruji, that I contemplate on the grace that I have in my life, the grace that I have to be with Guruji, and I've experienced this many times, in sense, who am I to be here? What have I done to be here? Literally, I have done nothing. I met him when I was 9. I have done nothing that I could in any way prepare me or make me deserve to be with Guruji. Absolutely nothing. But still, he allows me to be here. Still, he gave me the grace to know him. And of course, maybe you could say that is from samskaras, maybe from past life, whatever, which is the same with Ajamila in a sense. Even though he has done nothing for such a long time in his life, he was a very good person. He was a person with great qualities. He practiced devotional service. But then he became deluded. But that doesn't mean that let's say, punya or that qualities disappear. They simply become dormant inside of you. They become covered with the amount of engagement and time that we spend focusing on material things, but they don't go away. So that once that seed is planted, it cannot actually be killed. It cannot be removed. It may slumber. It may need at some point some water for it to sprout and something to come out of it, but it will always be there. And actually, I found this so sweet sometimes when Guruji said this actually about the kids, the babies. Sometimes I see the kids and the babies and the darshans, like some of those great souls that meet Guruji after like being alive for like 3 weeks or whatever, which is insane, right? And in some way I was thinking about this, like even, because sometimes you see that at some point in their life, as they grow up, they choose not to be with Guruji, or they choose not to be on the spiritual path. Or maybe for some time they want to choose to do some other things, to experience the world, or whatever you want to call it, right? Whereas Guruji said, actually, as parents, it is the duty to give that seed to their children, to give them that opportunity. And then actually it doesn't matter what happens later, that is up to them. But the responsibility as a parent is to give that to them. And that's all you can do. Because the rest is between them and the Supreme. And that is their choice. And as he said, but once you have that in your life, from that young age, sooner or later you will turn to him again. Because eventually, no matter how material you become, there might even be a good thing. Because the more material you become, the more terrible your life will become also. And at some point you will realize that there is only one that you can turn to. I've had this nice conversation with some of the youth Sangha guys and there was one particular, I want to say the name, who basically met Guruji when she was, 5 or 6, grew up with Guruji. She didn't take devotee initiation consciously, because she said, I don't know if I can commit to something like this without having experienced certain things that I maybe want to experience. So I don't want to commit to something to Guruji that I don't know if I can really uphold it. So, okay, fair point. But then she asked me this question, but it's not just doing youth Sangha, also doing the year, or, whenever Guruji speaks to me, often harshly or whatever, I feel like he treats me as a devotee, and he has the expectation of me being like a devotee. And I said, well, sure, because in his perspective, you belong to him. You have the spiritual name. Guruji gave you a spiritual name already, right? So even if you have not made the choice, Guruji has made a choice for you. So actually, you don't have a choice. You can make the conscious choice and take the initiation, whatever. That's a commitment from you. Of course, that makes a huge difference. But Guruji has already chosen you. So actually, it doesn't matter what you do. Maybe you take the initiation now, or maybe you take in 30 years. It doesn't really matter. That's your choice. But from his perspective, you are already his devotee. And that is why he's treating you in this way. And you could say, yeah, but this is unfair. I haven't taken that choice. I would say it's amazing. Because we cannot trust our mind. But you can know that I don't even have to choose him. He has chosen me, is insane. It's incredible. How many people in existence get to have that opportunity? Usually you have to make the first step towards him. Know that and that is why that's what I said to her, that's why he keeps pushing you, that's why he keeps criticizing or pointing out certain things in your behavior, expected of a devotee, technically, is because he's like a father to you. And he wants the best for you, no matter what happens. He will take care of you whether you want or not. Because that is the duty of a father. The father will not care whether you want to be taken care of or not. It's his duty. And so for him, it's the same thing. So whether you resist or not is up to you. You can choose. But you will never get rid of Guruji. And you cannot choose him not to be in your life. Because he has chosen that for you. And I actually thought about this conversation many times, watching every single baby that comes to Darshan, that Guruji takes him in his arm, he chants some mantras in the ear, and I literally sit there thinking, wow, he's giving them devotee initiation. And they can't even say Gugu Gaga. Right? They can't chant Om Namo Narayana, they can't chant or speak anything. But he's giving them the grace of being a devotee of the Lord. Whether they choose that later or not, it's not their problem. It's not their choice. They can try to hide it or run away from it for some time, but eventually they will come to him, right? That was actually a side story. That was actually the topic of today. So, thinking about this verse, in which he realizes his position in which he has brought himself and observing this situation. And the key for me is in this verse, the opportunity that he points out. He says, even though I am such a sinner, he has given me this opportunity. And so what happens is that you have two choices. And I've seen this myself very often with Guruji. Either you take it for granted and says, yes, I do deserve it. I deserve everything Guruji has given me, because otherwise I wouldn't have it. Or you can be grateful. And that is exactly what Ajamila is realizing here. I have done nothing to deserve this, but he has given me this opportunity, and so my duty is to be grateful and make the best out of it. Because even though he has given him an opportunity, he has not given him a gift. It's not a present that comes for free. He didn't change his samskaras or his mindset that he has accumulated over this life of this engagement with material life over so many years. No, he's given him the perception, the grace to see what happens when you engage in material life compared to the devotional service that he has done. So he's giving him the vision of what is possible. That is the only thing he has done. And of course we know that he then had the grace to continue his life, you could say, to continue his life, but it didn't come for like nothing. He had to still do the effort to change. And that came from this realization in this moment. And many people manage to change. Many people have the same, you could say, realization or determination, but I would say very, very few people actually succeed in actually changing and keeping that determination. That is the difficulty, to have that persistence and to keep high that determination and to keep that clarity of the realization of this moment that Ajamila has here. And so I would say, kind of take it in 3 points. The first thing is what he realizes in the previous verse and this verse is that I am nothing. I am a cheater, as he says. I am a sinner. I am a cheater, shameless cheater who has killed Brahmanical culture, as he says. I have killed my own nature. The grace that I was born with as a Brahmin, I have consciously chosen to delete that from my life, to kill that aspect of grace that I had in my life. And the realization that he's giving me this grace back makes me feel like a cheater, like I'm receiving grace that I have not deserved. Right? And that is why he says, I have to take this opportunity and to engage in devotional service, to control my mind, to make my effort to not fall back into the same habit. And that is so important to keep conscious of, because I've seen so many times in my own life how Guruji has given me certain grace or certain realizations or certain tests, and in the moment or in the days after, whatever, you have great determination, you have great energy, motivation, enthusiasm that's changed something in my life. But when you forget about this test or this difficulty that he gave you to make that realization, you will lose it. And then you have to go through the same again, and same again, and same again. So imagine how annoying we must be to Guruji. I gave you this test already 20 times. You still don't get it. Here, 21. Next one. And you complain about it. It's, oh my God, why is Guruji being so tough on me? Why is he doing this to me? Why is he doing that to me? Why is he not looking at me? Why is he doing this and that, right? Well, maybe I have to take the responsibility on my own shoulders. Maybe the way that I look at it is wrong. Because he's not doing things to me, he's doing things for me. Because even though I have not taken the opportunity so many times, he's still giving me opportunities. That's incredible. That's amazing. And we're so grateful. We have to be so grateful for that. Imagine Guruji gives us, how patient would we be? Are we in so many occasions with different relationships and different people in our life? You give one opportunity, 1, 2, 3 maybe, right? Guruji gives hundreds or more if necessary. And so that can't even be put in words, how incredible that is. He never gives up on us. The second point, so first is the realization, or that becoming aware of that we have to change, that we have messed up, but we need to make an effort to change. So I would say the first point is a combination of grace, to be aware and to have the determination to change. The second point is acceptance of His grace and opportunities in life. Because, as I said, so often we don't take up His offers. We look at His opportunities as punishments, as putting tests and problems in our life, as the Guru makes our life so terrible. Like he said nicely in a satsang some time ago, isn't it that when you become a devotee, your life becomes so terrible? All of a sudden, everything that seemed so nice and easy before just goes downhill. You see all the crap that goes through your mind, and even materially, your friends don't like you anymore because you don't like to party and don't like to drink. Your parents judge you for being vegetarian or whatever else. Right? Everything becomes difficult in life. But it is our choice to see things as problems or opportunities. And so that's why I wanted to put this as a second point, is to accept His grace in our life, to not run away from it or make it negative by saying that it's a problem or that it's difficulties. It's not. There are opportunities, right? That's the difference between negative and positive mindset. Just as Krishna points out in chapter 9, verse 30, that even if the most sinful of persons worships me with exclusivity and devotion, he must be regarded as a saint, as he has rightly resolved, as he has understood the mistake that he has made or the misunderstanding that he has had of life. And he has resolved, he is taking the proper resolve to change. And he does that by worshipping me exclusively. And so that is actually the third point that I wanted to take, is resolve or determination. Because just to get an opportunity means nothing if we don't take it. We can splander it right and left, and it will do nothing, and it will have no effect whatsoever. But if we take it opportunity to improve, what does improve mean? It actually came to me when I was sitting in the puja kitchen thinking about what to speak about. What does it mean to improve? And prove, to prove ourselves. Right? There's the word prove. We have to prove ourselves to Him that we are willing to change, that we are willing to make the effort to do something about the realization that we have to change. So to prove ourselves is at nature. The second one doesn't make too much sense, but is what I was thinking about. Improve, sounds like to go within, to go inwardly. So you have to prove that you're willing to go inwardly and not outwardly, to improve ourselves on our journey, to go within. And that's the most important thing. Krishna doesn't expect us to succeed. Repeatedly in the Gita, he speaks right in chapter 6, verse 37, 8. He uses the word to strive. It is difficult for one who controls his mind, who doesn't strive to do so. He doesn't say the one who has to succeed. He says to strive. Because that's the only thing that He expects from us, that He wants us to do, is to do our best, to try, to strive to attain Him, to strive to go within, to strive to control the mind. Because that's the only thing we can do. We only have the right to act, but not to the fruit of the action. It's the same thing with the spiritual path also. You only have the right to strive for Him, to strive to control the mind. The fruit of that action is given by His grace. So the actual control of the mind is His grace. The actual attainment of joy or bliss within ourself, because of the devotional service, is by His grace. The devotional service is my job. The grace, the blessing, the bliss, the joy, whatever it may be, as an experience and comes out of it, the bhakti, even the emotion of bhakti, is His grace. And so all that He wants us to do is become conscious and aware of the grace that we have in our life, to make the right resolve, to improve ourselves, to take the opportunities we have received, and to have the determination that it takes to strive for Him, to strive for that path towards Him. That's all that He asks us to do. And it sounds so simple, but we still have to do it. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladaladaine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
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 Shilatankanakalaye.
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 Ito narasimho parato narasimho.
Ito narasimho parato narasimho.
Ito narasimho parato narasimho.
Ito narasimho parato narasimho.
Yato yato yamitato narasimho.
Yato yato yamitato narasimho.
Yato yato yamitato narasimho.
Yato yato yamitato narasimho.
Bahiye narasimho hridaye narasimho.
Bahiye narasimho hridaye narasimho.
Bahiye narasimho hridaye narasimho.
Bahiye narasimho hridaye narasimho.
Narasimhamadim sharanam prapadye.
Narasimhamadim sharanam prapadye.
Narasimhamadim sharanam prapadye.
Narasimhamadim sharanam prapadye.
Tavakara kamala vare Ekam Adbhuta Shringam Dalitan Hiranyakashipu Danubringam Keshavadurita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Amakara Kamala Hare Nakamadbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Danubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jai Narasimhadev 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 Jai Narasimhadev
Jai Narasimhadev 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 Jai Narasimhadev
Jai Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jai Prahlad Maharaj
Jai Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jai Prahlad Maharaj
Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yadiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Praparti Dalmai Karataya Mangala Mangala Me
Prapati Dharme Karataya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Saligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Saligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridanda Dharini Godakachaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridanda Dharini Godakachaya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Range Sakenkaya Rataya Mangala Mangala Me
Range Sakenkaya Rataya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Darine Daraya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Darine Daraya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare
Bhakta Janon ke Sankata Dasa Janon ke Sankata Shana me dura kare Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Jo jave pala pave Dukha vina se manaka Swami dukha vina se manaka Sukha sampati gara ave Sukha sampati gara ave Dastamine tanaka Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Mata Pita Tuma Mere Sharanaga Hume Kisaki Swami Sharanaga Hume Kisaki Tuma Vina Ora Na Duja Tuma Vina Ora Na Duja Asakarume Kisaki Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Purana Paramatma Tuma Antarayami Swami Tuma Antarayami Para Brahma Parameshwara Para Brahma Parameshwara Tuma Sabake Swami Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Karuna ke Sagar Tuma Palana Karata Swami Tuma Palana Karata Me Sevaka Tuma Swami Me Sevaka Tuma Swami Kripa Karo Bharata Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma ho eka gochar sabake pranapati Swami sabake pranapati Kisa vidhi milun dayamaya Kisa vidhi milun kripamaya Tumako me tumaki Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dina Bandhu Dukha Harta Tumara Shaka Mere Swami Tumara Shaka Mere Karuna Hata Badhao Karuna Hata Badhao Sharana Pada Tere Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Vishaya Vikara Mitao Papa Haro Deva Swami Papa Haro Deva Shraddha Bhakti Badao Shraddha Prema Badao Santana Ki Seva Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dana Mana Dana Sabha Hai Tera Swami Sabha Kuch Hai Tera Swami Sabha Kuch Hai Tera Tera Tujhko Arpana Tera Tujhko Arpana Kya lage mera Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon ke Sankata Dasa Janon ke Sankata Shana me dura kare Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Man chakar rakho ji Girari lala chakar rakho ji Girari lala chakar rakho ji Girari lala chakar rakho ji Man chakar rakho ji गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी। चक्रा को चक्रा को चक्रा को जी, चक्रा को चक्रा को चक्रा को जी, माने चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी, श्याम माने चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी, गोविंद माने चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी, गिरधारी लाला चक्रा को जी। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्माम् अमृतां गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री भूतभृतेश्वर भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री हरे कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। प्रेम से बोलो भक्तार क्रिया बाबा जी की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री भुजाचार्य की जय। प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की जय। ओम क्लीं कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपीजनवल्लभाय पराय परमपुरुषाय परकर्म मंत्र यंत्र तंत्र औषधश्च शस्त्राणि सम्राय सम्राय मृत्योर्मुचाय मुचाय। ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय दीप्तिज्वलप्रदाय सबले क्षुब्राहुं फट् परस्मै परब्रह्मणे परम ज्योतिषे स्वाहा। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। श्याम वेंकटरमण गोविंदा गोविंदा, गोपिका जीवन स्मरणं गोविंदा गोविंदा, भक्तवत्सला गोविंदा गोविंदा, कुंडलीक वरदे एकनाथ नामदेव पदरीनाथ महाराज की जय। समस्त भक्त मंडली की जय। हलवारम पुरुमनार थिरुवरिकले शरण।